So the Constitution, fundamental rights, principle of policy argues or form the basis of the social policies. But who makes the social policies? Whether it's the federal government or the provincial government or the local government, we have to look at that. So Pakistan is a federation. Like India, United States, Canada, Australia, all these countries are federation. And unlike Bangladesh, France, and Maldives, so the difference between a federation and a unitary form of government is that in a federation, there are usually three governments. So there's the federal, provincial, or sometimes it's called state governments, and then there's the local government. In case of unitary form of government, there is usually a central government, and then there is a local government. So if you go and look at Bangladesh, there is only going to be a central government and local government. Similarly is the case of France and Maldives. So Pakistan is a federation. That means that there is a division of power between the three forms of government. And federations lead constitutions to divide the powers between federation, provinces, and local form of government. And these divisions are given, in case of Pakistan, in the form of legislative lists. These legislative lists are parts of all of our constitutions. So they were part of the 1935 constitution, which was, British Indian constitution, before Pakistan became independent. They were legislative lists for part of 1956 constitution, first constitution of Pakistan. Then legislative lists were form of the 1962 constitution, which is the second constitution of Pakistan. And legislative lists are also part of 1973 constitution, which is the third and the current constitution applicable in Pakistan. So in 1956 constitution, which is the first constitution of Pakistan, there were three lists which divide the powers between the federal, provincial, and the provincial. So local government was not present or not talked about in the constitution. So there were three lists. There is the federal list, and there was the provincial list, and then there was the concurrent list. So federal list had the areas where only federal government could legislate. Provincial list had areas where only the provincial government could legislate. And then there was the concurrent list where both federal and provincial could legislate. And then it was written that the residuary powers will go to the provinces, meaning thereby that any power which is not mentioned in these three lists will be exercised by the provinces. So these lists divide the power, but most of the powers remained with the federal government. Federal government was too powerful. You may have heard, you have read about the history of Pakistan during that era, and you may have read about the President Sikandar Mirza making and breaking federal and provincial governments, like the Republican Party, the formation of Republican Party, and during that time, prime ministers were changed after every 3, 4, 6 months. And the main power behind the throne was the president. So it was the federal government controlling. Even when the constitution divided powers between federal and provincial governments, the federal government was powerful. In the 1962 constitution, if we look at the constitution only, the provincial, it gave a lot of powers to the provinces. So there was only one list, federal list, which had 49 subjects, and the rest, all the powers were given to the provinces. But the reality was very different. So the president was all powerful. President Ayub, gave this constitution to make himself powerful, and he appointed the governors of the provinces, who had, again, they were very powerful. So they exercised, they controlled, and they decided. The provincial and federal legislatures didn't have much power. And the lack of provincial autonomy, the lack of the application of the constitution itself led to the East Pakistan debacle. So the main reason of why East Pakistan became Bangladesh was the lack of power to the provincial governments. So you usually talk about the economic development during the 60s under Ayub, but that economic development came at a very high cost. The current constitution has again three lists like the 1956 constitution. So there is the federal list and the provincial list and the concurrent list before the 2010 18th Amendment. But again, it's the federal government that dominates. So we will talk about it more in the next session.